Hi guys, this is this is Ruthie with the Purple Backyard Farm, and this is the grandparents tag, and this is one set of my grandparents. Of course, my grandparents are all not living anymore, but this is my grandpa Yingst, and this is my grandma Christine Yingst, and her maiden name was Shucker. And this is them. I can pull this back a little bit. I'm not sure if it was the day they got married. Could have been. My grandpa, Yingst, he worked at Bethlehem Steel in the factory. And in fact, my mom's dad was one of the guys in the management there. I think he did something with the union years ago, and that was Wilfred Dunstan. And Christine Shucker, who's my grandma, as far as I know, she always was a at-home mom. They had 5 kids together, and of course my dad came from this side of the family. And I got tickled. Look at the haircut. So my grandma and my grandpa both are Pennsylvania Dutch, all German, and we used to have a lot of fun in the family reunions. My grandma Yingst used to make like all kinds of dishes like corn pie, and she made snips and nap and all kinds of different food, from that area. My grandpa, Harry Yingst was his name. He did things like made doll houses that looked like they were real houses. And my grandma had in her house, it was done up very nicely. She had like a spinning wheel, and what she did is she liked that kind of decor. They had like a pretty window seat you could sit on, and a chestnut tree in the backyard. I can always remember my grandpa being really loving and kind of like one of those grandpas that smell like a pipe and cigar, or pipe rather, and peppermint type of thing. And he lived to be about maybe 70, in his early 70s, and then grandma lived to be about 77. And of course I lost both of them when I was in high school, but my grandma used to come spend my father would come pick her up from Pennsylvania, and she would usually spend a month with us through the summer, which was always nice. And she used to play Scrabble with us. We played tons and tons of Scrabble with Grandma Yingst. I don't know if you guys could really see. She's got a hat on there, and it's really sweet because I think my grandpa used to date her sister, and these two got married. And it was funny because after they got married, they both went home to their, I think they secretly got married, and then they both went home to their regular parents' homes, which was kind of sweet in its own way. And so it was kind of like a sweet little story. So anyway, this is my grandpa and grandma Yingst. And and that's a German name. I believe it's youngest in English, but I grew up with the Yingst last name. So anyway, let me see what your grandparents look like. Do the grandparents tag. Tell me about your grandparents. And who knows, I may do another grandparent tag on my other side of my mom's side. So Grandpa and Grandma Yingst, Christine Shucker Yingst, Harry Yingst. These are my grandparents. God bless. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And hey, I'll just throw this out for what it's worth. If you're from Pennsylvania, Yingst is a common name. Up here in the Northeast where I live, it's not so common. But I just thought you guys might enjoy knowing that little fact. And in fact, Grandpa and Grandma Yingst, they spoke German in their home. And all my uncles or great uncles and all that, I didn't really know all of them. My parents did. They all thought they were Germans fighting Germans in the war, because of course they were Americans. And World War II, They all fought in that, and then every single one of them came back home from what my mom, all my, I guess the parents, uncles, and stuff like that. But I have German, and like I said, I'm German on both sides of the family, and so they all were in that war, and they came home. I don't believe that my grandfather. I know he didn't go to the war, and neither did the all my other grandpas. So, but anyway, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. God bless.